Good evening, everyone.
Welcome to Weekend Update. I'm Michael Che.
I'm Colin Jost. As this year's award season gets underway, there's growing movement to get rid of the gendered categories of Best Actor and Best Actress and instead call them Best Actor and Best Actor who got paid less.
Oh, boy. President Biden said that he supports a bill that would allow the government to ban TikTok, but only because Biden thinks TikTok is a gang member from his old neighborhood.
President Biden on Friday attended a formal ceremony welcoming Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson to the Supreme Court. Said Biden, "And where's Justice Ginsburg? Ruth, come on up here."
That's how he really dances, too. First Lady Jill Biden said in an interview that she maintains a good balance in the types of advice she offers President Biden, but it's mostly, hold on to the railing.
This week, South Carolina attorney Alex Murdaugh was found guilty of murder and also found guilty of looking like Will Ferrell dressed as Conan O'Brien. At a White House event, President Biden asked if Representative Jackie Walorski was in the audience, asking, "Where's Jackie?" apparently forgetting she died last month. Worse, he keeps forgetting that this woman is still alive. This week, President Biden pardoned thousands of convicted marijuana users, and it feels like maybe he celebrated with them a little because yesterday, Biden gave a speech at a car factory and opened with this.
Let me start off with two words. Made in America.
A California man has set a new world record by visiting Disneyland for 2,995 consecutive days, but still no sign of his kid. A new study... I tried to plow right through. A new study finds that married men live a longer, healthier life. Yeah, but for what?
Wow, well, let me respond with two words: Jesus H. Christ. Biden was then heard criticizing reporters at the White House for shouting questions at him. Questions like, "What year is it?" and "Who's the current president?" Also, they weren't reporters, they were doctors.
A man who made aviation history by parachuting out of a hot air balloon 20 miles above the earth has died at the age of 94 when he finally hit the ground.
Researchers say that for more than a decade, they tracked a humpback whale as it swam over 3,000 miles from Canada to Hawaii with a broken spine. They even got a recording of its whale song.
President Biden said that he plans to run again in 2024, but won't make a final decision until early next year, because it's like his doctor told him, I wouldn't plan too far ahead. After this year's elections, a record-setting 12 states will have female governors. Rishi Sunak will become Great Britain's first ever prime minister of Indian descent. Said his mom, okay, why not king?
During a White House ceremony, President Biden wished Kamala Harris a happy birthday, then accidentally called her a great president. Even worse, he was talking to a portrait of Michelle Obama. And Biden, seen here begging for one more year before the midterms, warned about Republican candidates who say they will refuse to accept election results, warning they could set the nation on a path to chaos. So wait, this is just the path to chaos? I thought we'd been living in chaos for at least 6 years. I mean, Nancy Pelosi's husband was attacked in their home by a guy with a hammer, and instead of even basic sympathy, Republicans were like, we heard he gay.
President Biden has recommended that South Carolina become the first state to vote in the Democratic primaries to give black voters more of a voice in selecting the 2024 candidate. Not to be outdone, Donald Trump also plans to give black voters a voice with this puppet. while the other 38 states will have dinner ready on time.
A 25-year-old from Florida will become the first Gen Z member of Congress. Younger, said Matt Gaetz.
President Biden signed a measure that would force railway workers to accept a deal that averts a strike but does not include paid sick leave. Why do you expect Biden to care about sick leave when he shows up to work every day with full-blown CTE?
President Biden seen here giving the eulogy at a pimp's funeral. Formally approved new legislation that will guarantee federal protections for same-sex and interracial marriages in a signing ceremony held over my grandpa's dead body.
The Senate passed the Respect for Marriage Act, which solidifies federal protections for interracial marriages. Okay, but if I marry a white lady, who's going to protect me from my mother? The FBI searched President Biden's Delaware beach house but found no classified documents. Also, the next time somebody tells you that Biden got billions from China, remember that his beach house is in Delaware.
This week, Biden also hosted leaders of African countries at the White House for the U.S. African Business Forum. Coincidentally, U.S. African Business Forum is what they call Weekend Update in Nigeria. Well, it is Christmas time, a time when nice children get presents, not presidents. A new study finds that long-distance running does not cause wear and tear on marathoners' knees, but it does sand their nipples clean off. New trend among younger workers is Bare Minimum Monday, in which they do as little as possible on the first day of the work week, while a new trend among World War II veterans is realizing their sacrifice meant nothing. It was reported that the James Bond books are being rewritten to remove offensive material, so the character Pussy Galore will now be called Cooter Aplenty.
Wednesday was International Women's Day. I said was, next joke. A new study finds that some New York City rats carry the virus that causes COVID, which is why I always order mine well done.
Well, guys, Come on. No.
What? When I invited you to my birthday party, you RSVP'd, I'm not gonna be a there unless it's a quinceañera.
I don't go to quinceañeras.
Oh, really? Huh. This just in, Colin Jost refuses to celebrate Hispanic culture.
I love this crowd.
Below Niagara Falls recently opened to the public for the first time in over a century. A musty old tunnel letting people back in after years of disuse. I can only hope, said my boyfriend. In science news, NASA engineers preparing for a trip to Mars recently sent a team of researchers to the driest place on Earth. Said my boyfriend, hey, get out of my girlfriend's underwear. Good luck down there, boys. We salute you. That's right, America. I have a boyfriend. Don't let the queer haircut fool you, honey. I'm as straight as Michael Che's update persona. Earlier this week, Elon